Hello, everyone, and welcome to our extra special episode today where we will be looking at the fascinating world of reasoning engines. Now, I know we like to think about these things and wonder what exactly is a reasoning engine. I want you to imagine in your mind sleek, futuristic control center, humming with energy, data streams like constellations across the giant sky. More specifically, they're advanced computational systems that help machines think, decide, and act based on the data they're fed. And so let's get into today's episode. Welcome to Tech Sips with Nadina, where bold ideas brew and digital strategies simmer to perfection. I'm your chief strategy architect, here to guide you through the caffeine charged world of CRM, IT, and yes, what I playfully call digit transformation. Think of it as a bite sized tech wisdom, like the perfect espresso shot to kickstart your digital journey. Now, I want you to picture this. You, a patient, walking into a bustling hospital. You're worried. You have issues, but you don't know what the problem is. It's worrying some enough that you went to the hospital. You are looking for answers. You're quickly ushered into a room where a friendly AI assistant greets you, a voice that's soothing, reassuring. The assistant is powered by a reasoning engine, has access to vast medical knowledge bank, a digital library of symptoms, diseases, and treatment. You describe your ailments. The AI assistant listens attentively, its algorithm whirling, cross-referencing patient symptoms with the extensive database. And well, within moments, it suggests a possible diagnosis, even recommending the next step. Now, there's a question here that it's on our mind. Do we trust what that AI assistant is saying? Do we go to a human doctor to get a second opinion? That's something we can discuss more in the comments. But today, we trusted that AI assistant. And well, let's really deep dive into what it means to talk about reasoning engines. So here's the kicker. Reasoning engines aren't just confined to that sterilized environment in the hospital. They're transforming every corner of our digital world. Imagine a customer service chatbot that doesn't just parrot pre-programmed responses, but actually understands your frustration, you, the customer, emphasizing with you what your problem is, having empathy to help you find that genuine solution. Or picture a security system that can predict and prevent cyber attacks before they even happen. When I think about them, they're like digital guardian angels watching over your data. They make the technology more intuitive, more personalized, and more efficient. Now, let's take a closer look under the hood for these remarkable engines. And there's several different types, each with their own unique flavors and, well, abilities. So firstly, we have rule-based reasoning engines. And they're disciplined by the book. They are very strict on their set of predictable rules. It's like digital Sherlock Holmes, methodically following every clue. If A happens, then do B. If this, then that. It's simple, yet it's effective. Next, we have probabilistic reasoning engines, and these really are the masterminds of uncertainty. They really navigate the unknown. They use probability to calculate the likelihood of different outcomes. So think about that medical diagnosis we talked about. Think of the weather forecasting, like a seasoned meteorologist predicting the path of the storm. Even think about, well, predicting stock market trends. Those are all run by probabilistic reasoning engines. That brings us now into our semantic reasoning engines. And these really are the wordsmiths, the poets of the digital realm. They use language and relationship and context to understand and reason like a literary scholar, deciphering ancient texts. They're the driving force behind natural language processing, knowledge representation, and even machine translation. And finally, machine learning based reasoning engines. And these are really the rising stars, the prodigies of the AI world. They use data to learn and improve their reasoning over time, like a student diligently studying for an exam. They're the brains behind predictive analytics, personalized recommendations, and even self driving cars. So, why should you care about reasoning engines? Well, they're just not some abstract concept that's confined to a research lab. They're already transforming the way we interact with technology, making it more human centric, more intelligent, and more responsive to our needs. They help us solve complex problems, making better decisions, and unlocking new possibilities in every field imaginable. Now, if you haven't heard, everyone has a reasoning engine. OpenAI, Project Strawberry, GPT-o1, powerful reasoning engine. Gemini, powered by a powerful reasoning engine. Even Salesforce, the power behind Agent Force, is a powerful reasoning engine named Atlas. Each of these reasoning engines are doing very specific jobs, but each are making sure that we have the most powerful technology. But with any powerful technology, there's ethical considerations to ponder. Algorithmic bias, for example, is a very critical issue. If the data used to train these engines is biased, then the decisions they make will be biased as well. And that's why it's critical to have open and honest discussions about the ethical implications of reasoning engines. We need to ensure that they're being used responsibly, transparently, and for the benefits of all of humankind. We need to make sure that these powerful tools are used to build a better future, a future where technology will empower us. How exactly can we do that? Well, stay tuned because in the FAQ, I deep dive on what I think are the three critical things when it comes to the ethical implications. So let's shift our focus a little bit to the future, or should I say the present day future. So imagine a world where reasoning engines are seamlessly interwoven into the fabric of our lives. Wearable technologies that can predict a health issue before you even experience any symptoms. Or smart homes that anticipate your every need, adjusting the lights, temperatures, and even the coffee before you even ask. And I know I said the future, but that's happening right now. As I talked about wearable technology, I know something came up in mind. As I talked about smart home technology, same thing. We are living in the present day where AI is benefiting us for the good and advancing every aspect of life. Now, before we embrace all these advancements, we also must tread carefully because we have to ensure that these powerful engines remain our allies. Make sure that we're prioritizing transparency and accountability so that we understand what these engines are doing. How are they arriving at their decisions? And that these decisions align with our human values and our ethical principles. Now, let's take a peek at some real world applications of reasoning engines that are already shaping our present and our future. So, in healthcare, reasoning engines are revolutionizing patient care. AI powered diagnostic tools that can analyze a patient's medical history, genetic information, lifestyle factors to identify potential health risks, and recommend preventative measures. Picture a world where personalized treatment plans are optimized in real time based on patients' unique needs and how they respond to therapy. In the business world, reasoning engines are driving efficiencies and personalizations. Imagine marketing campaigns that can predict which customers are most likely to respond to particular offers, or customer service chatbots that can empathize with frustrated customers and tailor specific solutions to them. Picture supply chains that can anticipate disruptions and adjust in real time, ensuring that products reach consumers seamlessly. And even in the legal field, we're experiencing transformation. Imagine AI powered legal assistants that can analyze vast amounts of legal documentation, research case law, and even predict the outcome of legal proceedings, ensuring that justice is served swiftly and fairly. The possibilities are truly limitless. But as we sip on these advancements, it's critical to remember that reasoning engines are tools. And like any tool, they can be used for good or bad. And it's up to us to ensure that they're developed and deployed responsibly, ethically, and transparently. Now, let's take a moment to ponder this. Could reasoning engines eventually surpass human intelligence? It's a question that's been brewing in the tech community for quite some time. Some experts believe, yes, it is definitely possible, while others argue that the human intuition, the creativity, and the empathy will always remain unmatched. Only time will really tell what the future holds, but one thing's for sure. Reasoning engines are already transforming our world in profound ways, and their impact will only continue to grow. Now, let's talk about some frequently asked questions that I came across as I was researching this topic. It was more of an obsession, but I'm really keen on reasoning engines right now. So, firstly, how do these engines differ from traditional algorithms? Well, the way I like to think about it is that imagine a traditional algorithm like a digital worker following a strict set of instructions, like a recipe for baking a cake. It follows each step meticulously, producing the same results every time. Whereas reasoning engines, on the other hand, they are more like master chefs, able to adapt and improvise based on the ingredients available, creating a unique culinary masterpiece every time. They can learn from data, identify patterns, and make decisions on the fly, making them more flexible and intelligent. And one of the most common questions is, how can we ensure these engines are used ethically? And so, like I discussed earlier, I think there's three main factors to help in solving this type of issue. First, we need diverse data. We need to train these engines on diverse and unbiased data to avoid algorithmic bias. We want to ensure that our digital chef, pulling forward the analogy from previously, has a wide range of ingredients to work with, ingredients that are safe. Then we want expandable AI. We need to develop methods for understanding how these engines arrive at their decisions, asking our master chef to explain their culinary choices. How did you get here? Why did you make this specific dish? What inputs did you think about? And of course, human oversight. We need to ensure human is in the critical applications, every application really, when it comes to AI, because we want to prevent unintended consequences. So right before that food goes out, having that person sample it to make sure that that dish is great will really help us. And maybe humans are in different parts of the process, but there should always be some human oversight. And finally, what skills are needed to work with reasoning engines? I think it depends on the specific applications, but generally a strong foundation in computer science, data analytics, and machine learning will be essential. Think of it as having the right tools and knowledge to create your own digital kitchen and whip up some technological magic. Now, remember, when it comes to reasoning engines, again, they're just tools. And it's up to us to make sure that we use these tools for good, not for bad, and to make sure that we always apply ethics and accountability and trust. So until my next episode, stay curious about the power behind AI and join me next time as we talk a little bit more still on the AI topic. So, raise your mug to the future. Let's clink virtual teacups and savor the sweet digital success. Subscribe to Tech Sips with Nadina, and together we'll craft your future one strategic blend at a time.